Hey, today instead of just playing a game, I'm going to give my thoughts on the new season, starting with the weapons. The new weapons are amazing. They are all hit scan and are all useful. The Hollow Twister AoE is better in my opinion, but the Fury is still very solid. The shotguns are great, and there is no clear winner in my eyes. I think the auto is the weakest, but the Oni and pump are interchangeable. The SMGs are both good, but I think the ARs are better overall as a secondary. The precision is clearly the better of the two, but both are still great. I also like how there are older weapons as well, like the suppressed pistol and regular SMG. I also love the new items like the swords and masks. The Fire Oni mask is pretty useless, but still fun as a meme item, and the Void mask is one of my favorite movement items of all time. The sword is a bit weird, but works great with the new movement animations. It's also a decent weapon on its own, but I wouldn't pick it up in comp. Speaking of the new movement, I think they're all solid additions to the game. I think the wall run and scramble are minor changes, but the ledge jump and roll are great additions that improve the quality of life while playing. The new map is incredible. It's the most beautiful map by far, and it has so many unique locations that still feel true to Fortnite's style. The environments are so much better than recent seasons. The new sprites bring life to the island much better than the wildlife in the past. It's not just the sprites, there's also kites that fly in the sky and butterflies over flowers. These help the map feel alive. The giant turtle is so unique and different to anything we've seen before, but it still somehow makes sense in the game. I'll talk more about the bosses in a bit, but the roaming samurai and sentinels just add another layer of depth to the game's environment. I know I'm glazing a lot, but I'll get to some criticisms later on. And if you're enjoying so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video. Thank you. Anyways, the locations on this map are all amazing. Canyon Crossing, Demon's Dojo, Magic Morses and obviously, Bird, are just a few of my favorite locations on this map. The map is massive. It's 20% bigger than Chapter 5's map, but it still feels full. There's so many small buildings and landmarks to fill the space, including all 18p OIs. You may think that with 18p OIs the map would feel stuffed and overcrowded, but there is still a ton of open space for future editions. I have mixed opinions on some of the returning features, like the floating island, train, and medallions. I love the changes to the island. It feels like a real challenge now, unlike before. The Sentinel boss is very difficult to take down, especially with the other players third-parting. The train hasn't changed much, but I do like that it drops a mythic now. It makes it feel a bit more useful. The new medallions are fine. Neither of them are very broken, but I think the sprinting one is a bit better. I honestly would have preferred augments. We kind of have something similar to them now with the boons, but they're very limited at the moment in what they do, and I feel like augments are more fun. I do hope they add more boons later on, like a nature boon that heals you in bushes, sort of like the water boon we have currently. The boons are fairly easy to get, dropping from chests and the bosses. Speaking of the bosses, I think this is one of the best ways Epic has ever done them. The sentinels around the map are a fun challenge, and they drop weapons that are actually worth fighting for. I do think they have too much health, and it causes too many third parties, but if their health is cut down a bit, they will be perfect. The Sentinel X on Loot Island is very similar to the ones on the ground, but he teleports around more and drops a mythic sword, fire mask, and sprinting medallion. I think he's a bit easier than the ones on the ground, and is the right amount of difficulty for the reward. The Night Rose boss is my favorite fight of all of the bosses. It is the most challenging and gives the best reward. She doesn't have that much health in each wave, but the flying skulls and close quarters make the fight more difficult. The mythic SMG she drops is easily the best weapon in the game right now. A Void Oni mask that has 50 charges, and a medallion that reloads your weapons over time. I haven't figured out how that works yet, and it doesn't seem to do anything, but the other two drops are amazing. The battle pass this season is very good. I love the original skins and the collab skins, which is usually never the case. Baymax looks amazing and Godzilla is incredibly detailed. The New Hope skin is awesome, and I'll be wearing it a lot this season. I don't love the new XP system. It feels very hard to level up now, but I do like how all the passes are in the same place, and there are no more battle stars, thank God. Overall, I think this is one of the best season launches of all time, and I would go as far to say that this is the best chapter launch of all time. There are so many new things in this season, and so many aspects of old Fortnite I've wanted to see return for a long time. My favorite gun is the Holler Twister Assault Rifle. My favorite location is Canyon Crossing, and I'd rate the season a 10 out of 10. I hope that Epic keeps giving us good updates throughout the season and fixes the few criticisms I had. But I want to know what you think in the comments below. Keep in mind I'm a builds player, and I like playing comp, so that is my point of view. And while you're writing your thoughts, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching.